All right, so today's question is, someone asked me, my pit bull hates my boyfriend. Her pit bull hates her boyfriend. Her boyfriend is 6'5", 250. He's a big boy. The pit bull gets along just fine with her parents. Pit bull goes to class once or twice a week and loves her instructors, gets along with other dogs, but specifically anyone outside her family or dogs I'm immediately close to, the dog hates. It growls, it barks, and she doesn't know what to do. So earlier this week, she went and she got another trainer to come over to her house. Said trainer, dog's supposedly trained on the e-collar. I don't know if this one trainer is the one who trained her on the e-collar or if she did it herself, or if the class she took the dog to during her weekly classes trained her on the e-collar. Okay? But the trainer that did come to her house said you need to amp up the e-collar so when her parents' friends came over as distractions and everything else, the dog was going up and in drive. The trainer said you need to up the e-collar so this way the dog knows to bring down her drive. Not gonna agree. Not gonna undermine another dog trainer either. And this is where I finally, outside of some of the classes I've gone to with my own dogs and some of the stuff I hear online, some of the stuff I actually do follow because I do follow other dog trainers on social media or even pay for their subscription. After a while for doing this, you realize you can, I call it my own apprenticeship, where formulating my own opinions and ideas. Because now that I'm seeing more methods and everything else, I can put my own little spin on certain things, and this is where one of them will apply. Okay, so again, I'm not going to undermine their dog trainer. I didn't even ask who it was, so I don't even know who she brought over to her house to talk about her issue with her pit bull, and whoever said just up the e-collar to calm her down. I don't know who she is or he is, so I wouldn't even name their names in the first place, but it doesn't matter. Here's my invitation, and I'm going to start using the word invitation on a lot of this stuff, because again, when it comes to dog training and other training aspects, I'm going to say invitation, because at the end of the day, if you do it, you do it. Not, don't follow it. Take my advice, don't take my advice. It's all up to you. At the end of the day, it's totally up to you. So here's my invitation. Here's what I would do. And take it or leave it. Take my opinion, don't take it, whatever, it's up to you. I would not use the e-collar specifically in this situation unless the dog was totally trained thoroughly on the e-collar. And I know this is going to get a bunch of fucking love or hate, for lack of a better, turn of phrase. But when it comes to the e-collar, I don't know if they just fucking just put it on her, cranked it up. It's actually him on the dog, but whatever. Put the e-collar on him, cranked it up. Yes or no, black and white, that is it. Okay? First of all, I wouldn't even put the e-collar on the dog if the dog is getting amped up in this situation in the first place. So, starting from ground zero, so to speak, people come over. Let's just start with the boyfriend. Okay? Because, let's rewind. Let's go back even further. Says that she does great with classes and everything else. It is him specifically coming over. This already registers to me that she is not doing her obedience or her part at home with the dog. Okay? Everyone at the classes, the instructors, the other dogs, they get along because they see each other routinely. Okay, she has a job, she has a life, she's making her ends meet, she's making her impact in the world, she's paying her taxes, doing her part, okay, to make sure the dog has a better life. But in terms of obedience and behavior, kind of dropping the ball. Okay? So with that, and especially with a female male dynamic, I'm not saying her name, but she is a female, but the dog's a male, and that dynamic, I'm gonna go ahead and assume the dog is in protective mode over mom than anything else. Okay? Because if the dog has obedience with certain people in one certain environment, but not at home with mom, the dog's in protective mode. So when you have a 6'5", 250 boyfriend coming over, the dog is in protective mode because it's like, here is this imposter coming over, but yet mom's not doing her part to correct the dog. Right? So with that, that's telling me the dog is in protective mode, it's in drive because it wants to protect mom. When people have good obedience with the dog, and then stop, especially in opposite sex, that is when accidents happen because a person thinks the dog is still has good obedience. Because the person, the owner, the handler, is gonna want to see the dog as they see them, but when they are not. Okay? The dog tells you who they are. The handler or the owner just ignores it. Okay? Just like when people see someone for who they really truly are, even in a bad relationship, they ignore it because they just have that companion and just want that fulfillment. The dog is telling you who they are. So again, when they have good obedience in one environment with one person, but not in another, that is saying that that person is dropping the ball in terms of literally obedience and corrections. Okay? So here's my invitation to you. Start correcting the dog and start laying down good obedience. Okay? I wouldn't use the e-collar. If you got a pinch collar, fine. If trying to pinch collar, fine. Do you need it? Maybe, just because, again, the dog is sturdy and maybe you don't have enough strength to physically correct the dog and you need that little assist. Okay? So if you got the pinch collar, fine, use it. So when said boyfriend comes over, dog is in the crate. Even if the dog is amped up, leave him alone. Boyfriend, you do not look at the dog, do not entertain the dog at zero cost. That is it. Again, the dog is looking for a reaction. The dog wants something from you, and by you entertaining it, and whether it's yelling, saying no, looking at it, the dog is getting a rise out of you. The dog is getting entertainment. The dog is getting reaction. That's what he wants. He wants something. Okay, just like people, you got to do the opposite of what you want. Okay, if the dog's amped up, you got to bring it down. Yin and yang hasn't gone away. Same thing with dogs, same thing with people. Can't be catabolic without anabolic. Can't be black without the white. Good, evil, the other flip of a coin, yin and yang, same thing with dogs, okay? So, boyfriend comes over, leave the dog in the crate. Dog finally calms down once you realizes, hey, this guy's not so bad. They're not giving me any attention. The dog's gonna tire himself out just by barking and whining. Fine. I said in another video, Ava can last 25 minutes like that. If it takes that long, it takes that long. That's it. Once the dog calms down, you can take him out, put him on a leash, put him on your pinch collar. And again, just like it would be outside, literally put the dog in obedience. Hey, come up, dog sits, you sit, boom. Person walks around, do whatever. Dog doesn't stay in the sit, breaks the sit. Quick pop. I'll use that word again. Pop. Not a pull, not a tug. It's a pop. Okay? For a quick correction, put him back in the sit. That's it. Again, person can move around, do whatever he wants. That's fine. Boom. But the mom's got to put in the time and show that she can handle herself. The dog doesn't need to protect her. Not in this case. Not in this instance. This isn't like protection work. So let's clarify that This isn't protection work. No, this is someone who routinely comes over. So the mom has to be obedient and be the strong arm of, the law with this dog. Okay? So dog comes over, boyfriend comes over, leash on, pop, lay down. That's it. Dog breaks any of those obedience because, again, I don't care about the barking. I don't care about them being, I don't want to say aggressive, but just a dislike to the boyfriend. You can get upset about them being unobedient. That's okay, but that's it. So again, person comes over, sit down, they're in a crate, boom, 5 to 10 minutes, comes back out, and repeat the process over and over until finally the dog gets the hang of understanding that this person is okay and I don't need to protect mom. Mom's got it, and start the process over. Okay. Same thing with other people coming over. The parents come over, they can handle the dog because I guarantee you the dad is putting good obedience into the dog that the owner is not. Dad has got, police background, the alpha aura about him that you can put into the dog that, unfortunately, I don't think the mom is putting in. So that's my invitation to this case. I wouldn't just use the e-collar and crank it up and pump up the numbers to just, shock the dog to make him obedient. No, I'd rather make him and make you understand that you have got to undo what you are feeling so the dog can understand what it needs to be done. Okay? Because I don't care about what the dog does. I'd rather make you a better handler, a better owner. So this way the dog has a better relationship with you, and this way the dog has a better life and you guys have a better relationship together. Okay? So that's my 2 cents. Boyfriend comes in, crate, calms down, pinch collar, good obedience, back into crate, back and forth, repeat it, and that's it. Okay? Strong owner, strong dog, strong relationship. That's what I want for you. Okay? I'm done.